Today's video is going to be about showing you an amazing new router that you really...
Whoa! We're reviewing a damn router? We're reviewing something different. We're reviewing a CNC.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so we're reviewing a CNC machine with a router in it, right? It's got a router in it? Okay, all right. That's what we're going to do. All right, so this massive box here, this is the Genmitsu PROverXL 4030S. This is a beautiful looking CNC machine that was nicely shipped to us by Genmitsu or Saint Smart to give it a try and give it some honest feedback. Now, here's the thing with this. Neither one of us have ever touched a CNC machine before. So, and we've only just cut the tape on this thing. Haven't opened it up yet. Haven't even unpackaged it yet. So this video is going to show you everything, right from opening this up, the packaging, putting it together. And then what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and use it for the first time on this video to see if we can figure this thing out. So we're going to open this box up and let's actually have a look at this and see how this is packaged. So look at this right off the bat.
Love foam.
Like this is protected. So I love the first thing you see is the user guide. Are we going to need that?
Probably.
I mean, they say real men don't need instructions, right?
Fair point.
But
let's see.
I think we're probably going to need it anyway. All right, so that's a user manual. We're going to get into that. But you ready to look at the rest of this?
Yep.
Okay, so let's get this off.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh.
All right. So, looking at this, wow. This, I will say, this is really well packaged.
I'm going to take a wild guess.
So,
I'm going to take a wild guess. I'm guessing this is going to be part of it. Well, it's part of the... It probably is part of the CNC.
So look at all the different components. Very well packaged. And this machine is heavy. These components are solid. I would say that this, I believe this is machined aluminum, and it's about a 1/4 inch thick. So that is really, really solid. I got to show you this thing, right? Because this thing is amazing. So again, really, really well packaged individually. Nice long cord, which is needed. It's necessary. First thing, comes with extra sets, 2 extra sets of brushes for this motor, which is fantastic to have. Okay. Now, it also said that this had a digital screen. And it got us both thinking, like, what do you mean digital screen?
I was wondering too.
So what it has, so here it is right here. And this is really, this is hefty. This is really well done. But if you look up here, so of course it's a variable speed router. Most palm routers are, where they have a dial on top. But this here actually tells you the RPMs that the spindle is turning at. So this is going to be amazing. The next thing we have to do is we got to put it together. You ready?
Ready.
All right, let's do it. Yeah. So let's give a little bit of an update on this. So we've got our assembly for the most part is done. Only thing we haven't done is connect all of our wires to the control unit. A few things. So there's a whole bunch of leftover pieces here. And I had no idea what they were for, but I'm going to show you. Because I figured it out by looking at the parts list in the instruction manual, hence why it's, probably a good idea.
Yeah.
It comes with this piece here. That's for mounting a laser. to this instead of the spindle. We're not mounting a laser to it, so don't need that. This is the laser cable, so we don't need that either. Not for the CNC part. These here are the clamps for the bed here. So this will go in one side, screw down in here, and then these go on the other side to clamp it down. So that's what those are for. We already know that these are some spare fuses and bits, so we're going to put it in the spindle. This is to hook it up to a computer, and it comes with a USB. Now, on this USB, I'm willing to bet is probably a couple of trial files. So we're going to give those a try, I think. Now, there's a couple of unknown things. So one of the things that it came with was this here, and it says the Wi-Fi module cable. So that indicates to me that there's supposed to be a Wi-Fi module that goes on this end, because this end plugs into the control box. So in the on the website, it does show Wi-Fi. It doesn't say anything about an extra module. I couldn't find anything about an extra module
either. It might mean a router. Might mean a router.
What?
Might mean a router. Like
no.
Wi-Fi
Oh,
router.
no. It'd be a module that attaches to this.
Oh.
So what we're going to do is we're going to hook all of this up, and we're actually going to check and see. Maybe there's Wi-Fi built into the control unit. I don't know. But we're going to get that stuff in here and go from there. We also have a probe kit. This is for setting the height, from what I understand, of this the router here, to make sure that the bit can zero out properly. So this probe is important for that. So we're going to get that on there as well. And then we're hopefully going to try and test this out on something. But I'm keeping my fingers crossed to see if we can use this with the app, meaning that it has Wi-Fi. So let's find out. Okay, so we made it through the installation, the assembly, which is great. That's done. Assembly actually wasn't that bad. Now, one thing. Remember I told you, I think I said in the video earlier before, it shows a picture with a Wi-Fi, with an app, and there's a Genmitsu app, which is really cool. You know what I didn't notice? What does it say on the picture online?
Don't remember.
Purchase separately.
Right.
So it does come with the wire to connect a wireless unit, but it doesn't actually come with the wireless unit itself.
Oh.
Okay. All right, everyone. So we got through some of the software stuff. So what I will say is, with the software, you need to follow the directions that come in the booklet, because it is important. The USB drive that it comes with contains the driver for the machine. It contains the basic software that you use to get everything set up. Your G code is what it's called. I only know that because I use the similar terms for laser engraving. So I got a little bit of an intro to this. And so we've got our software is uploaded in there now. It's called Candle. So that's in there. It's working, as you can see and you saw previously. One of the things that the instruction says is that you have to zero it out. So once this software has found your machine through the correct communication port, once it's done that, then you have to zero this out so it has a starting point. On the software, it's got these little arrows here telling you exactly where it's going to start from and what direction it's going to travel in. So that's exactly what we've set up here. And so what the instructions say is to jog it around using these controls in the software, although we need to change the steps so that way it does it very, very gently, very slightly.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to try this. So our main axis there, which is this is it's X and Y, right? Z is vertical.
Yes.
Right?
I believe so.
So I believe that's what it is. The X and Y should be good. The Z axis, that's not one that I'm used to for the laser engraver. So I've got to just look at the piece here and figure out what the depth of this is going to be, because our material that we've got, it's only about 1/8 of an inch. And I don't want to take this right down into the spoil board and literally, spoil it. I don't really want to do that if we can avoid it. So Let's give this a try and let's see if we can do it. But we're going to put on our safety glasses because we never know if material is just going to fire off at us, right? So let's do it. That attempt didn't work. Obviously, we were a little bit off in something, so we're going to try and move the software again and zero it out again, and let's see if it works. Okay, so think we figured out the problem. My son has actually figured it out. Come tell him what you think it is, because I'm pretty sure he's right.
So on the file, it shows that's going this way. So that means this way instead of going that way.
Okay, so in other words, what that means is in theory, we need to take these, right? We're going to loosen them up here, flip them off. It's actually got to go this way. So we're going to get that switched around and then we'll get it going again. We're all done our first one after we finally got it on try number 3. But that's not too bad. This stuff's a little bit messy, but it's a CNC, right? We'll get a dust chute or a dust cover for it. But it's cool. We cut out I don't know why we did this. Maybe because we're in Canada and we're completely covered in snow right now. But we did, I guess it's a snowflake ornament. So the USB drive gives like some files, some G-code files that come on it, which would be pretty cool. If you have existing G-code files, you can use this this candle program that came with it. If you want to create your own, you'll have to have a design software. So what do you think so far, buddy?
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah?
And you know what? Not just pretty good. Really good.
Yeah?
I love it.
Okay, cool. So shall we take this off?
Sure.
All right. Let's see if we actually cut it all the way through. Ah, we did. Look.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And so we cut a little bit into the spoil board, but that's okay. That's what it's there for. But check that out. That's actually really cool. I don't know if this is a design that I would use going forward, but here.
That is.
Okay, so that pretty much brings us to the end. So what do you think about this machine? Actually, here, we'll push that just to turn it off, which you should do when it's not being used. Now it's off. So what do you think of this machine, software, the assembly of it? What do you think of all that?
So I think that the machine itself, including like this and everything about it, I love. I've always wanted a CNC, and seeing one in person makes me really happy. I think for the assembly time, if you have enough patience for it, it's really fun, and I really like it.
Okay, cool.
For the software,
I think you definitely have to have patience.
Yeah, with the software, it's weird to figure out for the first time, but once you get the hang of it, it works really well.
Okay, cool. I will agree. So at first we couldn't get the software working, and then we figured out that we didn't have the right communication port selected, which if we had read the instructions, we probably would have identified that a little bit sooner, but that's okay. But overall, great machine, really robust, really sturdy.
I really love it.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely, we're going to consider ordering, probably getting the Wi-Fi module for this as well. Really want to give that Wi-Fi module a try and see how this will work from the phone in terms of what it can do. I don't know if it just sends a G-code or if you can actually download like images or files or whatnot directly from the app, but we'll see. Overall, awesome machine. Make sure you go check these guys out. Check out their website. There's a link in the description, and here just below us right now also. So make sure to go check them out and get yourself one of these machines. You will not be disappointed.